Ofsted suggests an outstanding early years setting must meet the needs of all children, support children's well-being and enable all children to make sufficient progress. But does continuous provision do this? I interviewed Mr Baxter, who has been teaching in a reception class for 10 years. This is what he had to say. What are your opinions on continuous provision?
I think continuous provision is the best way to organise a reception class. Children can learn through discovery, activities can be planned around the children's interests and the resources are constantly available. Children can still work in the groups with a teacher and they can be more specific to their individual needs, whilst other children are still learning through play. More observations can also be done as children are subconsciously learning.
Do you think writing should be taught during continuous provision?
That's a good question. I think it is beneficial for writing to be taught during adult-led sessions, but I think children should still be given the opportunity to develop their writing during continuous provision.
I also interviewed Miss Jones, who's been teaching in a Year 4 class for 5 years. This is what she had to say. What are your opinions on continuous provision?
Personally, I don't like it. I find a lot of the time children are not interacting with each other. Children spend a lot of time playing independently and do not use the resources for their specific use. I've also found that children then see working with a teacher a punishment, whilst the rest of the class look like they are playing.
So you prefer adult-led sessions?
Yes, with adult-led sessions you can model what's expected and teach the children step by step. When they are sat down with a teacher, they are learning the correct method as opposed to just scribbling down on paper when working independently.
As you can tell, Miss Jones and Mr Baxter have very different views. Do you agree with what any of them said, and what are your opinions?